Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Dear students, welcome you all in Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. Today is our 7th video lecture for second year students, boys and girls. I'm Mrs. Rosia Imran, your mathematics teacher. Chapter number 1, first 4 exercises we already done, and the last exercise of this chapter, exercise 1.5, we started in our 6th video lecture, and we done the first question having 4 parts. So we done 3 parts in that in video lecture number 6, and the fourth one part was your homework. Now today we are going to start the next question, question number 2. Question number 2 is graph the curves that has the parametric equation given below. Means that for each part you have given a parametric equation and you have to graph that equation which is given. This is question number 2, first part. Question number 2, first part is x is equal to t and y is equal to t square, and you have given that t is greater than equal to minus 3 and less than equal to positive 3. You have to draw the graph and tell that which parametric equation graph is this. If you put t is equal to minus 3 in x, so x is, if t is equal to minus 3, so x is also minus 3. If t is equal to minus 3, you put, so y is equal to positive 9. If you put t is equal to minus 2 in this equation, so x will also minus 2. When you put t is equal to minus 2 in y is equal to, it will be equal to 4. Minus 2 square is 4. T is equal to minus 1 when you put in this equation, so x is equal to minus 1. T is equal to minus 1 when you put here, so minus 1 square is positive 1. T is equal to 0 when you put, so x is equal to 0. T is equal to 0 when you put, so y is also equal to 0. T is equal to positive 1 when you put, so x is equal to positive 1. When t is equal to positive 1 square, you put y is equal to positive 1. When you put x is equal to, t is equal to 2. In place of t, you put 2. So x is equal to 2. In place of t, you put 2. So y is equal to 2 square, 4. In place of t, 3. So x is equal to 3. In place of t, 3. So y is equal to 3 square, 9. So this table you will get. So from this table, we draw the graph. So one big square, or you can say that 10 small boxes along x-axis, 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit. And on y-axis, 10 small boxes equal to 2 units. Means that for small 5 boxes is equal to 1 unit. Why? Because on y-axis you can check it, it is up to 9, and on x-axis it is up to 3. So to make the graph, we take the y-axis is 5 small boxes equal to 1 unit, or you can say that the 10 small boxes equal to 2 unit. In both way you can write your scale. 5 small boxes equal to 1 unit, or you can write it 10 small boxes equal to 2 units. So on x-axis you have minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, we write it here, 0, and then positive 1, positive 2, positive 3. If you check on y-axis, there is no negative value, all values are positive. So smallest value is 0 and the largest value is 9. So we take 0, and then after 5 small boxes 1, after 5 small boxes 2, after 5 small boxes here it will be 3, 5 small boxes 4, 5 small boxes 5, 5 small boxes 6, 5 small boxes 7, 5 small boxes 8, and 5 small boxes 9, and 5 small boxes 10. So if you check for minus 3, you have positive 9. So above minus 3 in front of 9, you put this point. For minus 2, you have 4. Above minus 2 in front of 4, you have to put this point. For minus 1, you have positive 1. So above minus 1 in front of 1, you put this point. For 0, you have 0. So means that here on the origin, you put point. For positive 1, you have positive 1. For 1, in front of 1, you put point. Above 1, above x-axis 1, and in front of y-axis 1, you put this point. And for x-axis 2, you have 4. So above 2, in front of 4, you put this point. Above 3, in front of 9, you put this point. When you join these points, so this is the graph of parabola. This is graph of parabola. Now come to the next part. Next part is x is equal to t minus 1, y is equal to 2t minus 1, and t value is from minus 1 to 5. Means that t is greater than minus 1. So means that you will start it from 0 and less than 5. From 0 to 4, you will take the value of t. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. According to this lower and upper limit. So you have to take the value of t greater than minus 1. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now in this equation, for x value, you have to put the t value here. For y value, you have to put the t value in this equation. When you put 0 in x equation, x is equal to 0 minus 1, so you get minus 1. When you put 0 in this equation, so 0 multiply with 2, 0, so 0 minus 1, minus 1. Now when you put the value of t in the first equation 1, so 1 minus 1, so x is equal to 0. When you put 1 in this equation, 2 into 1, 2, 2 minus 1, 1. So you will get 1. You will put it, value of y, 1. Now when you put t is 2 in the first equation, 2 minus 1, so x value is 1. When you put t value 2 here, 2 2s are 4, 4 minus 1, 3. So value of y is 3. When you put t value 3 in the first equation, so 3 minus 1, you get 2. So value of x is 2. When you put 3 in this equation, 3 2s are 6. 6 minus 1, 5. So value of y is 5. When you put 4 in this equation, 4 minus 1, 3. So value of x is 3. When you put 4 in the second equation for the value of y, so 4 2s are 8. 8 minus 1, 7. So you will get 7. Now for these two values for x and y, for these two tables, you have to draw the graph. So we take that one big box, or you can write it 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit on x-axis, and 5 small boxes equal to 1 unit on y-axis. For y-axis 5 small boxes, and for x-axis 10 small boxes. So we write it here 0, positive 1, positive 2, and positive 3, and positive 4. So on y-axis, if you check, it is from minus 1 to 7. So minus 1, 0, 1, after 5 small boxes, after 5 small boxes 2, after 5 small boxes 3, after 5 small boxes 4, after 5 small boxes 5, after 5 small boxes 6, and after 5 small boxes 7, and after 5 small boxes 8. So for 0, when t value is 0, so x is equal to minus 1. When x is minus 1, Y is also -1. So below -1, in front of -1, you put this point. And for 0, when x is 0, y is +1. When x is 0, y is +1. So above 0 at point 1, you put point. And for 1, x is 1, y is 3. X is 1, above 1, in front of 3, you put point. When x is 2, y is 5. Above 2, in front of 5, you put point. When x is 3, y is 7. So above 3, you put point in front of 7. And these are the test line. So look, -1 and 5 is not included. The limit, the upper and lower limit is from greater than -1, less than 5. If x is -1, look, if x you put -1, sorry, t you put -1, so x will be -2. So here it will come, and the circle show that this point is not included. And when t is equal to 5, 5 you put in this. So 5 minus 1, 4. For 4, when you put here 5 2s are 10, 10 minus 1, 9. So y will be 9. So here the circle show that this point is not included. So you draw a line. So these are the test line. So you draw the graph like this. Now the third part is the trigonometric equation. X is equal to secant theta and y is equal to tangent theta, where theta is a parameter. Here limit is not given, so you have to find the limit. How? You know that 1 plus tangent square theta is equal to secant square theta. In junior classes, you study it. In class 10th in first year, this identity 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. So tangent square theta shifted at other side, so it will be minus tangent square theta. So secant square theta, secant x is equal to secant theta. So secant square theta is equal to x square. You put the value of secant theta, that is equal to x, so x square, and you put the value of tangent theta is equal to y, so y square. So you get 1 equal to x square minus y square. Y square is negative here, shifted at this side, it will be positive. 1 is positive, shifted at other side, it will be negative. So you get y square is equal to x square minus 1, and y is equal to remove the square, taking square root. So y is equal to plus minus under root x square minus 1. If y is real, so x square minus 1 greater than equal to 0. So 1 is negative here, shifted at other side, positive. And when you take the under root, so x is plus minus 1. So means that here the limits are not given. You find it that it is when x is greater than equal to 1 and minus x. So limit is from 1 to -1. Plus minus x greater than 1. So means that plus x greater than equal to 1 and minus x greater than equal to 1. So when you multiply with negative sign, so x is less than equal to -1. So the limit is from -1 to +1. But you have to take from -3 to +3 to get the proper graph of parametric equation. So when you put x equal to -3 in this equation, it will be -3 square. So 9, 9 minus 1 under root 8, and under root 8 is equal to plus minus 2.8. When you put -2, it will be 4, 4 minus 1, 3. under root 3 is equal to plus minus 1.7. When you put minus 1, it will be 1, 1 minus 1, 0. So you put 0. When you put 1, again you will get 0. When you put positive 2, you will get 2 2s are 4. 4 minus 1, 3, and under root 3 is plus minus 1.7. When you put 3, 3 3s are 9, 9 minus 1, 8, under root 8 is plus minus 2.8. So you will get these values for x-axis minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. On x-axis 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit. On y-axis 10 small boxes equal to 1. When x is equal to minus 3, y is equal to plus minus 2.8, means that the positive 2.8, so above minus 3 in front of, after 2, 8 small boxes, you put this point here in front of 2.8. And similarly for minus 2.8, below minus 3 in front of, after minus 2, 8 small boxes, you have to put point here. For minus 2 plus minus 1, 7 means that for minus 2, positive 1.7 after 1, 7 small boxes, and for negative 1.7 after minus 1, 7 small boxes, you put this point. For minus 1, you have 0, so you put 0 here. So when you put for minus 1, 0, so when you join it, you will get this. And when you put 1 equal to 1 is 0, so in place of 1 on the origin line, you put this point, and for positive 2 plus minus 1, so for 2 above 2 in front of 1.7 means that after 1, 7 small boxes, and similarly below after minus 1, 7 small boxes. And for 3 after 2, 8 small boxes, above 3 in front of, after 2, 8 small boxes, you put this point, and similarly for minus. And when you join, so you will get the high parabola equation. So this was question number 2. Now come to question number 3. Question number 3 is draw the graph of the function defined below and find whether they are continuous or discontinuous. Means that you have to show the continuity, that these two equations are given and the limits are also given. So you have to find that the given graph is continuous or discontinuous. If they are lying on a same line, no break, so it will be continuous. If there is some break, so it will be discontinuous. Look, for table for y is equal to x minus, you have to draw two table, one table for x minus 1 and other one table for 2x plus 1. So x is less than 3, so you will take any value which is less than 3. So we take it from minus 2 to positive 2. You can take it from minus 2 to positive 3, no problem. But below 3, positive 3, you have to take some values. So we take minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2. When we put in this equation, x is equal to minus 2, so minus 2 minus 1, minus 3. When you put x is equal to minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, minus 2. When you put 0, you will get minus 1. When you put 1, 1 minus 1, 0. When you put 2, 2 minus 1, 1. So this table is complete for the first equation. Now you will draw the table for second equation, y is equal to 2x plus 1. When x is greater than equal to 3, means you have to take the value of x which is greater than equal to 3, means 3 is included. So you will take 3 in this. So 3, 4 and 5. So when you put 3 in this equation, 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 1, 7. When you put 4, 4 2s are 8 plus 1, 9. When you put 5, 5 2s are 10, 10 plus 1, 11. Now you have to draw the graph. When x is equal to 2, for the first equation you have to draw. When x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to minus 3. When x is equal to minus 2, y is equal to minus 3. This. When x is equal to minus 1, y is equal to minus 2. This one. this. When you put x is equal to 0, y is equal to -1, this. When you put x is equal to 1, y is equal to 0, so on this line. When you put x is equal to 2, y is equal to +1. For 3, there is breakpoint. Why? Because 3 is not included. We have given x is less than 3. So 3 is not included, so this is breakpoint. And for the next table, for 3, +7 in front of 7. For 4, in front of 9. For 5, in front of 11. So there is a break. So this function is discontinuous function. This is discontinuous. As there is break in the graph at x is equal to 3. So the given function is discontinuous at x is equal to 3. So in the same way, you have to do the other parts. Look at the second part. Second part is y is equal to x square minus 4 divided by x minus 2, where x is not equal to 2. If it is equal to 2, so it will be undefined. So you open this with formula a square minus b square. So x minus 2, x plus 2. X minus 2 cancel with x minus 2. So only x plus 2 left. So this is the equation y is equal to x plus 2. So means that the given function is not defined x is equal to 2. It's given that x is not equal to 2. So it's not defined at x is equal to 2. Only this value you will not take. Rest of any value you can take it for the graph. So minus through minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 3, 4, 5. 2 we will not take because it's already given that function is not defined for this. So when we put minus 3 here, minus 3 plus 2, minus 1. When you put minus 2 plus 2, 0. When we put minus 1, so minus 1 plus 2, +1. When we put 0, so we get 2. When we put 1, 1 plus 2, 3. When we put 3, 3 plus 2, 5. When we put 4, 4 plus 2, 6. When we put 5, 5 plus 2, 7. So 5 small boxes on x-axis equal to 1 unit and 5 small boxes on y-axis equal to 1 unit. You will take and draw the graph by yourself. So it's very easy. You can easily do it. And similarly, you have to do the third, fourth, and fifth part. Third and fourth part. Second, third, and fourth part is your second part. Half I solve here. You have to draw the graph for this. There is no problem in the graph. You can easily do it. So equivalent table, I already draw it here. You have just to draw the graph. And third and fourth part, for second, you have to draw the graph, and for third and fourth, you do it by yourself in the same way. You have to solve. Third is totally same as part one. Directly, just like you have to solve one part, the third one you solve it like that. And fourth one is just like second part, just like this. You have to factorize x square minus 16. X minus 4 will cancel with x minus 4 and you get y is equal to x plus 4. And for this you have to draw the table, and it is not defined for 4. You will take all positive negative value except 4. Now come to question number 4, the last question of this exercise. This question is very, very important, mostly come in long question. So try to understand it. Find the graphical solution of the following equation. You have given only this equation and you have to find the graphical solution of this. So x is equal to sine 2x, where x is for sine, the function is defined between minus 180 minus pi to positive pi. It's already given in your book. The functions are defined. It's given in your textbook. You can check it on page number 38. You can check it. For sine, you have given the function that its interval is given, and similarly for cos and for the other trigonometric function. So x is equal to sine 2x, and its interval is, the interval is from minus 180 to positive 180. We draw the graph of y is equal to x and y is equal to sine 2x. So y is equal to sine 2x. This is the, for this first we draw the table. So y is equal to sine 2x. So when you put x is equal to minus 180, so minus 180 multiply with 2, you get minus 360. So with your calculator, you have to find sine minus 360, you will get 0. When you put x is equal to minus 150, so minus 150 multiply 2, you get minus 300. So sine minus 300, when you find, you will get 0.9. When you put 120 in place of x, so you will get 240, because 200, 2 2s are 4 and 2 1s are 240, minus 240, so sine minus 240, 0 plus 0.9. When you put minus 90, 90 into 2 is 180, so 180 sine 180 is 0. When you put 60, 60 multiply 2, so it is 120, so 120 sine is equal to minus 0.9. When you put 30, 30 into 2 is 60. So 60, sine 60, sine minus 60, 0.9. In the same way, you have to put these values. You will start from minus 180 and give the interval of 30 degree, minus 180, minus 150, minus 120, minus 90, minus 60, minus 30, 0, 30, 60, 90, 120, 150, and 180. You put all these degrees one by one here in place of 2, sorry, in place of x, and then multiply by 2 and find it with your calculator, the value of sine. So you will get this table. Now after that, y is equal to x. When you put y is equal to minus 180, so you know that 180 degree is equal to pi radian, and pi radian is equal to 3.1 radian. So for minus 180, 3.1, and for 0, when you put 0, x is equal to 0, y is 0. When you put 180, so positive 3 point. Because 180 degree is equal to pi radian, and you know that 1 degree is pi over 180. 180 multiply with 1 degree, so 180 degree is equal to pi radian, and 180, the pi value is 3.1 radian. So 180 degree is 3.1 radian. Now you have to draw the graph. When you draw the graph, you have to draw on x-axis from minus 180. 5 small boxes you will take equal to 30 degree, or 10 small boxes equal to 60 degree, and along y-axis 10 small boxes equal to 1 unit. So minus 180, minus 150, minus 120, minus 90, minus 60, 0, 30, 60, 120, 120, and 150, and 180. For minus 180, you have 0, so it will, you put point here. For minus 150, 0.9, after 0, 9 small boxes above. For 120, you have positive 0.9. So above minus 180, you put 0.9. For 90, you have 0, so you put point here. For 60, you have minus 0.9 below 60 minus 60, and in front of 0.9 means that before minus 1, one small box before this. And for 30 degree, you have minus 0.9 again. So in the same below minus 30, in front of 9 small boxes, you have to put point. And then you have for 0 degree, you have 0, so you put point here. For 30 degree, positive 0.9. For 60 degree, positive 0.9 in the same position. And for 0, for 90 degree, you have 0. So for 60, and this is 90 degree. For 90 degree, 0. This is 90, not 180. For 120, you have minus 0.9. For 150, you have minus 0.9. And for 180, you have 0. When you join these points, so you get this zigzag graph type. And when you draw a line between the which is passing through the origin and ending to these, the starting 180 and minus 180 ending to this line. So when you join this line here with the x-axis, so this is the solution set. Solution set is 55 degree. On 55 degree, you get the solution set. So 55 degree multiply with pi over 180, so 0.96 radian. So this is the solution set, minus 55 degree, 0 and 55 degree. This is the solution set you will get. For both point value is same. Come to the next question. Next question is very important. X over 2 cos x. So this 2 is divided cos x. So again, limit is x is greater than equal to minus pi and less than equal to pi. This is the interval. So x over 2 is equal to cos x. Let's suppose cos x is equal to y. So x over 2, one equation is y is equal to cos x and y is equal to x over 2. So these are the two equations. For these two equations, you have to draw the table. From minus 180, again the same interval you will take up to 180 and you put minus 180 for cos x. So when you find it from your calculator, you will get minus 1. And similarly, you will, when you put minus 150, minus 0.9, so you put all these degrees in your, with the help of your calculator in cos, you will get these values. And for the second, x over 2, so means that 180 divided by 2, so it is 90 degree, and 90 degree is equal to minus 1.6 radian. You have to find it. Then 0 is 0, and again positive 90 degree is 1.6 radian. So in the same way, you have to draw the graph, and then you draw the test line. Test line, you will draw it from the origin and check it that in which point it is coinciding with the, it is passing through the point. Look, if you check it in the previous, it is passing through this point and this point. It is passing to these 2 points. So when we check it, that is minus 55 degree. In this, if you check, it is only passing through this point on 60 degree. On 60 degree, this line is passing on 60 degree. So 60 degree, you convert it in radian. How you convert it in radian? 60 multiply with pi over 180, so pi by 3 radian. So solution set is pi by 3. In the same way, you have to do the last part. 2x is equal to tangent x, and for tangent, the interval is from minus pi by 2 to positive pi by 2, from minus 90 degree to positive 90 degree, because tangent x interval lie between this. So y is equal to 2x and y is equal to tangent x. These are the two equations for which we find the table. For tangent x minus 90 minus 75, 15-degree interval we will take, and we draw the table like this. First we put minus 90 degree, so y is equal to infinity. When we put minus 75 degree, we get minus 3.7. When we put minus 60 degree, so tangent minus 60 is minus 1.7. In the same way, we have to find for all these with the help of calculator. Then we have to draw for y is equal to 2x. So when we put 90 degrees, so 90 into 2, 180, and 180 is equal to minus 3.1 radian. In first part, we already find it. When we put 0, so y is equal to 0. When we put 90 degree, 90 into 2, 180. So for 180 degree is equal to 3.1 radian. So again, we draw the table, 10 small boxes on x-axis 30 degree and 10 small boxes on y-axis equal to 1 unit. And for each value, we have to draw the table. And when we draw a line through the origin like this from the starting and ending point, it is coinciding with this, the line is coinciding with this test line on this point. This is 67 degree, minus 67 degree, and also on this point positive 67 degree. So negative 67 degree and positive 67 degree solution set. If you convert it in radians, so you multiply 67 by pi over 180, so you will get in radian this solution set. These three questions, these three parts of question number 3 are very, very important. So chapter number 1 is complete. I hope you will understand. If any problem, you can ask in the Zoom online class in question answer session. You can ask and chapter number 5, after chapter number 1, inshallah we will start chapter number 5. Take care. Allah Hafiz.